Why is freedom of speech important? In this video, I'm going to explain why this strange artifact of democracy is critical for life to flourish on this planet. But not from a political standpoint, which seems to be up for debate lately. Instead, I'm going to approach this idea from a philosophical understanding, one that is unassailably not up for debate and may hearken a way forward for humanity in these dark times. Stay with me. You'll be happy you did. Freedom of speech essentially means that you are free in this country to speak your mind. In other words, whatever meandering imaginations percolate through the cognitive chaos concoctor in your head, you are free at almost any time to have these thoughts wander aimlessly out into the air where they can be heard and interpreted by other humans. The magnitude of this injunction, this rule set that says, feel free to speak your mind, has spectacular and world-changing implications, especially for a species so capable of phasing thoughts into things by speaking them into the world. This is everything, and it is certainly not political. This freedom to speak your mind has a powerful philosophical component, a kind of behavioral algorithm buried deep inside of it. And that just may be the mechanism for our salvation. This mechanism is especially disempowering to those who would stop only at the political level and argue for the reduction of this critically important freedom. It's pretty simple. Freedom of speech means freedom of mind. To be free in your mind can be a pathway to being open to new ideas. In this way, the rightness or wrongness of something becomes tempered by a reasonable interchange of ideas. Reasonable means speaking to provide a reason for your thoughts and listening with an open mind. In this way, tolerance is built deeply into the idea of freedom of speech. It's indivisible from it. By contrast, intolerance as a policy or even a philosophy does not have freedom of speech as one of its principles. It can't. There's no room for it. Free speech threatens the very existence of intolerance. Intolerance as a policy or a philosophy is inherently not optimized for human flourishing. We know this already. We have in fact proven this so many times throughout history to great cost of life and limb and human progress. To be clear, Nazism, Zionism, and any other politics or policies of intolerance are failing philosophies, even if they seem like temporarily effective policies. They fail, and here's why. Freedom of mind allows for new information about this vast and unfathomable universe to be included in the data set for how you understand the world around you. Any new information that you come across adds to this data set and quite literally expands your mind. You add to what you know. But this also brings you to a realization that you certainly don't know everything, and that even the things that you know can be added to. It's not really what you know, it's what you know enough about to be able to make choices around it. But if new information came into your open mind, you would examine your choices based on that new information, and if it was warranted, you would make choices that would lead to different outcomes from past choices. It's natural. This is how we learn. This is a survival mechanism that's actually built into our very being. But more than that, if we look deeper, this is actually a flourishing mechanism built into our human program. Like I say, this is an algorithm. When our minds are open, new information can be received. From where? From everywhere. How mind-boggling is that? We have these amazing senses that are constantly gathering data from the outside world and processing them through this, what David Eagleman calls your 3-pound universe for analysis and interpretation. It seems the possibilities are endless. The more we look, the more we see. The more we know we don't know everything about any of the things we think we know enough about. And this is the fun part. That uncertainty is the key to all of this. The uncertainty is an acknowledgement that we have just the slightest inkling of how utterly vast this world and universe actually is. We come face to face with a small part of the infinite. We gain a glimpse at the idea of potentiality, and we realize that I have the power to change this magnificently precious life with just a thought. Under these conditions, we have the opportunity to connect to the very real, albeit mostly inexplicable, human experience that is simply known as awe. An exuberance overtakes us. We expand out of our skin and our understanding of material reality. The sky obscuring the heavens becomes momentarily transparent to us. We are part and parcel of whatever divine reflection has invited us to see this shining sliver of reality, and we are better for it. This revelation doesn't just move you forward, it moves culture forward, society forward, it moves humanity forward. So let's circle back to why freedom of speech underpins a superior and optimized path for flourishing on earth. The experience of awe is a culmination of a series of thoughts, feelings, and emotions that have a certain quality to them. In short, you might call that quality expansion, as opposed to the quality of contraction. Fear, anger, frustration, depression, these are emotions whose quality could be described as contractive. Choices made from this quality of emotion tend to be contractive choices. Contractive choices cannot and eventually do not lead to an open mind. In a political sense, contractive choices will eventually lead to a place where the expansive quality of experience is suppressed or even forbidden. In a philosophical sense, contractive emotions will attempt to suppress or obscure the existence of an expansive quality of experience. All right, expansive, contraction. Let me be clear here. The expansive quality, that feeling that you are connected to something greater, to that place where all choices are possible and each choice is an expansion leading to something greater, that expansive quality of experience, that is love. Love is that which enables choice. It enables joy and connection and awareness of the preciousness of life. The expansive quality of experience is choosing from the emotion of love. So we're not just talking about freedom of speech here. The freedom to speak your mind and listen to the minds of others connects you to the uncertainty of knowledge in life and the transcendent, unknowable vastness of everything. This expands your consciousness, it expands your spirit, it expands your heart for the advancement of all living beings, present and future, freeing you to make choices on the basis of love. And this is how we can flourish as a species. In the awesome face of unknowable potentialities, we can choose contractive choices wrought from anger, depression, frustration, and fear, or we can expand and optimize and flourish. The only expansive choice is love. Always choose on the basis of love.